Let me begin with a simple question. Who decided what belongs in the Bible? Most people assume the Bible came together exactly as it was revealed. But history tells a more complex story. This is not an attack on belief. It is a historical question about process. Before continuing, one clarification is important. This discussion is about texts, councils, and history, not about people or faith communities. So what do we mean by the Bible? The Bible is not a single book revealed at once. It is a collection of writings, written by different authors in different places over many decades. The real question is this: who decided which books were included and which were left out? When we look at history, we find that early Christianity had many writings, gospels, letters, accounts of Jesus' life and teachings. Not all of them made it into the Bible. In fact, for the first few centuries, there was no universally agreed upon Bible. Different Christian communities used different collections of texts. So how did one version become official? The answer lies in church councils. Councils like the Council of Nicaea and later gatherings of church leaders debated which books should be accepted as scripture. These decisions were not made by prophets. They were made by scholars and bishops, human beings. Some books were accepted, others were rejected. Not because they were all proven false, but because they did not align with emerging theological views. This is a crucial point. If Scripture is divinely revealed, should its contents depend on human counsels? Now pause and think calmly. Does this mean the Bible has no truth? No. Islam teaches that revelation was indeed given to earlier prophets. But Islam also teaches that human involvement in transmission leads to variation. This is where Islam makes a clear claim. The Quran was revealed, compiled, and preserved under direct supervision, with no councils deciding its content later, no debates centuries afterward about which verses belong. That difference matters, because authority depends on origin. A text decided by committees carries a different kind of authority than a text preserved as revelation. This discussion is not about superiority, it is about understanding history honestly. So I'll end with this question. If guidance is meant for all humanity, should its contents depend on later human decisions, or should revelation be preserved without revision or selection? Do you agree with this point? Like if yes, comment if you disagree. If you value calm, evidence-based discussions like this, consider subscribing to Theology Unveiled, because truth does not fear questions.